Let me guess. 10 years ago, when someone said wellness, you pictured green juice, white furniture no one actually sat on, and a woman named, I don't know, Chelsea doing yoga on a cliff at sunrise. Wellness was aspirational back then. It was a luxury, something you got into once you had more time, more money, or fewer kids pulling on you all the time, right? Fast forward to now, and suddenly wellness isn't a vibe. It's a requirement. And if you're a high functioning woman or mom, you didn't need a headline to tell you that, right? You felt it the moment your body stopped bouncing back. And you notice your brain felt foggy for no clear reason, or your perfectly fine diet and workouts just stopped working. We've all felt that way one time or another. 10 years ago, I remember having a moment that still makes me laugh because it was so innocent and so unhinged at the same time. I was standing in my kitchen, sipping a green smoothie like I was the CEO of wellness. And then I picked up a can of fresh linen cleaning spray to wipe down my counters. Fresh linen in a bottle? That was the moment my brain went, oh, so we're doing performance wellness, not actual wellness. I know I am not the only one who thinks about these things, so let's talk about it. Are you eating well, moving your body, maybe even reading labels and still thinking, I'm doing all the healthy things, so why do I still feel off? If that's you, you're in the right place. Welcome to Start Living Sustainable, the podcast where your health finally gets the foundation the other pillars need to work, because what you're exposed to in your home and on your body is quietly raising your toxic load and forcing your food and fitness to work harder than they should. Hi, I'm Cynthia, a non-toxic lifestyle strategist who learned the cost of exposure the long way, years before most women even know to look. Now you can start where I wish I could have, so your body can respond to the work you're already doing, not fight against it. Because when your foundation is supported, your sleep, hormones, clarity, and even your workouts finally catch up with your intentions without turning your life into a project. Here's the big shift that's happening right now. Wellness has officially moved from nice to have to absolutely necessary, and the market is sprinting to keep up. Longevity, brain health, hormone health, and preventative care isn't a trend anymore. They're signals that people are realizing feeling exhausted, anxious, inflamed, and foggy every day isn't normal. It's just common. And common does not mean healthy. Wanting a home that supports your health instead of quietly sabotaging it isn't extra. It's intelligence. And if you're listening right now thinking, okay, but where do I even start? This is exactly why I accept a few women each month in my healthy home audit sessions. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. You need to know the high impact places in your home where the small changes make the biggest difference for you. And if you want help pinpointing your biggest exposures and your easiest upgrades, check out the links in the show notes down below and grab one of the spots for my healthy home audit. You'll get the personalized support you need to get it done. Click the link below or head over to startlivingsustainable.com. Again, that's startlivingsustainable.com to get started. So you see, for decades, we've been sold this idea that if you ate reasonably well and exercised occasionally, everything else would fall into place. But instead, what we got was rising autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, anxiety, ADHD, fertility struggles, metabolic dysfunction, and burnout, especially among women who are doing all the right things. And that gap between doing all the right things and not getting results is where this conversation starts. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one tells you. You cannot out-supplement or out-exercise a toxic environment. You can hit your protein goals, you can lift weights, you can drink the green juices and take your magnesium. But if you're sleeping on hormone-disrupting bedding, walking barefoot on off-gassing carpet, wearing synthetic clothing all day, washing your laundry in endocrine disrupting detergent, and lighting the cleanish, good smelling candle every night to relax, your body is working overtime just to survive your home. And that's not because you're failing at health. It's because your biology is under constant, invisible stress. You see, longevity doesn't mean living forever. It means living well for as long as possible. Brain health isn't about avoiding dementia someday. It's about focus, your mood, emotional regulation, and memory right now. Preventative care isn't fear-based. It's proactive. It's removing the stressors before your body has to scream for help. And one of the biggest stressors no one's talking about is chemical load. Your body processes toxic exposure the same way it processes stress. Every synthetic fragrance, stain-resistant fabric, flame-retardant, hormone-disrupting cleaning products add to your total load. Your liver keeps score, your hormones keep score, your nervous system definitely keeps score. And when the bucket overflows, it doesn't show up as a warning label. It shows up as stubborn weight, poor sleep, anxiety, brain fog, fatigue, inflammation, or that constant feeling that your habits should be working better than they are. That's not a motivation issue. That's not an age issue, and that's not you doing something wrong. That's biology responding exactly how it's designed to. But the good news is this shift towards wellness as a necessity is giving women permission to stop gaslighting themselves. Choosing non-toxic bedding isn't indulgent, it's preventative care, and replacing toxic household products isn't dramatic. It's protecting your hormones and your kids' developing brains. I have so much more to share with you, but here's what I want you to know. It can get tricky doing this on your own. As wellness explodes, marketing explodes with it. You'll see labels that say clean, green, natural, and there's a whole bunch more. And none of these words are regulated the way most people think they are. And not everything that looks healthy actually is. I want you to know that just means that these companies are well branded. And the goal isn't perfection. It's about reducing your toxic load through selective products and practices. And again, you don't need to overhaul your entire home overnight. You need to know what the biggest wins are, and they're almost always the things that you're in contact with the longest. Your bed, your couch, your clothing, your kids' PJs, the air that you're breathing every single day. You see, when women understand this, something powerful happens. They stop blaming themselves for feeling exhausted. They stop thinking they're broken, and they start realizing their body has been doing an incredible job surviving in an environment it was never designed for. Wellness isn't about being perfect. It's about creating a home that works with your biology instead of against it. And making that shift is unstoppable. You're not going to want to stop at one room in your home. Let me tell you, it does have a ripple effect. If this episode makes you rethink your home, your habits, or your health, check the links in the show notes down below and grab one of the spots for my Healthy Home Audit session to get the personalized support your future body will thank you. And while we're here, if this episode is hitting a nerve in a good way, send it to a friend who's always saying, I'm doing everything right and I still feel off. That one share that you can make can be the light bulb moment for someone else you know who needs this. Thank you for listening to Start Living Sustainable. I am glad you're here. I'll see you back here next week for another one.